much, Michael, again for joining this interview. Now let's just jump right into it. So tell me, how long have you been a driver?
I've been a driver for 1 year, almost 2 years in August.
Okay, almost 2 years now. What made you go into trucking?
My dad was a trucker. I
Hmm.
used to love joining him for deliveries. We would be on the road for weeks during the summer, and I always knew I wanted to be a trucker like him.
Okay. So, why did you wait to become a driver then?
I didn't want to miss out on my kids' childhoods. I knew the hours would be long, and I decided to wait until they were in high school.
Okay. Now, do you regret that since the market is so bad now? Do you wish that you would have started a little bit earlier or?
Not at all. The market has always been unpredictable, but for
Uh-huh.
some reason, it actually keeps me motivated.
All right. I love that attitude. Now, how do you balance family and driving?
It's been easier since they are older. They pretty much can do a lot by themselves. But I take home time seriously and I try not to miss games, but it happens.
Okay, okay, that's true. Games are definitely important when it comes to family life. Now, what was the first company that you ever worked for?
Swift. And believe the rumors. Everything they say about Swift, that means it's true and I'm never going back.
I feel that, yeah, Swift is always, you always hear craziness about Swift and their trucks and their
Mhm.
accidents. So that's hilarious. Now, you joined trucking at a bad time. So, how do you deal with that mentally?
I just think about my dad and all the sacrifices he made. It keeps me going, but I want to do the same for my kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotcha. And how long do you plan on staying in trucking?
This may sound a little cliche, but until the wheels fall off. I love this job. It's challenging, but the world wouldn't have half the things that they wouldn't if it wasn't for us.
And that's so true. Truckers definitely make the world go round. I learned a lot about truckers so far since my time being a trucker. And like you said, we wouldn't have half the things that we have now. So thank you to all the truckers. Now, what's your favorite kind of truck?
You can't go wrong with a Peterbilt 579.
Okay. All right, yes. And how do you feel about the incorporation of AI? Now, we have a software that we're creating, which is essentially like an AI dispatcher where you post your truck. We do all the work for you. So, what's your opinion on that?
I love that. Of course, I don't take jobs away, but I think it'll be great. If AI can find me good loads, I'm here for it. Anything to help us truckers, I'm here for it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's definitely the goal, to just help the truckers out, help you guys get the best paying loads. That's our goal. Now, what's the craziest thing that has happened to you on the road?
It was nighttime, and I saw another truck driver with the interior cap lights on in Texas on I-35. Guy was using cruise control and was out of the driver's seat butt naked, changing clothes when I was going down the road 65 miles an hour. I couldn't believe it.
Wow, that is super interesting. So you were on the expressway and he was, I think you said changing or
Yeah,
something?
he was butt naked, changing while he had the check
Wow.
on seat control. Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. That is something crazy that has happened. I mean, I can imagine being on a road that you will see it all, incorporate it all.
Mhm.
Now, truckers, they have a lot of slang. So what might a trucker call? And this portion, this is just gonna be. I like to sometimes ask like little fun trucker trivia. So, what? Like I said, truckers have a lot of slang. So, what might a trucker call a cop?
Ooh, I know this one. A bear.
Yes, I have heard that truckers when they see a cop they say there's a bear, and I guess it's code, trucker code, but I love that. Now, what might a trucker call a bumper sticker?
That's easy. A tailgater. I hate bumper stickers.
Wow, yeah, that's correct. So far, two for two. I definitely hate tailgaters, and I couldn't imagine it happening in a truck. That has to be super annoying, and super dangerous. Now, if you compiled, last question, for our trucker trivia, if you compiled all the trucks in the U.S., what planet would they reach? And I'll give you a hint. It's not really a planet. It's not a planet.
It's not the planet, but the moon. I told you I would drive with my dad for years, and I
Okay.
know all of this.
Wow, I think you're the first person who's literally gotten all my trivia questions right. Like normally, um, they don't get it right. So kudos to you. Congratulations. So yes, they would. If you compiled all the trucks in the United States up, they will reach the moon. Now, last question. What piece of advice would you give new drivers? You know, somebody that's thinking about joining trucking. What is something that you would say to them?
Well, I would say get a mentor if you can. Try to Google it, what you don't know. Listen to your trainers. For my experience, I learned the most on the road. It's certain things you can only learn by doing, but don't give up.
Hey, I love that. I think it was perfect. Like you said, I have heard drivers say like your best teacher is actually doing it. You know, it's I feel like that's true with a lot of different things. Like it's sometimes your best way to learn is just by actually doing it, you know, making those mistakes and learning from those mistakes. So I think that was great advice. I just want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. All of America, we appreciate you and all your truck driving and, you know, taking care of us. So like I said, thank you again, and
Thanks for having me.
yeah, we'll be speaking with you soon. So you have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
All righty. Wait, let me